this is just the kind of picture that I never really enjoyed seeing. People who are sought out for their expertise and knowledge on a given subject. Usually they're being filmed during COVID and lockdowns with all these rafts of books behind them, like this. I have a friend actually who's a university professor, and I often imagine him wearing like a jacket with the patches on the arms, if it were the 1970s, he might be smoking a pipe, just that kind of image that's a kind of a stereotype for professors. But here's the thing, knowledge on a topic is good, but if there's no way to apply that knowledge, what's the point? And here in the church, as we're struggling to try and understand how best to minister in our communities with so many restrictions in different places, it can be hard to understand. All this stuff back here is great, but if we don't know how to use it, what's the point? So I'm not suggesting throwing out the books, but just the books themselves are not the answers. Knowledge and ideas are good, but only they can be applied. And right now I've noticed here in New Brunswick, as we enter, the 5th or 6th day of our lockdown, where people are told to stay home again and businesses remain open, both retail shops and food services, I notice more than ever that there's a cry for help from small businesses in a way that hadn't been seen before. And I think it's a cumulative effect where each time we've been locked down, things get progressively tougher and tougher and tougher until so many reach a breaking point. And so my plea for everybody is to support small business. That's nothing new. In fact, many people say, well, we can do what we can to get by because everyone's strapped. And that's true. Financially, times are difficult for many people. But the scriptures constantly are calling us to love our neighbors and to be just in the use of our abundance, our resources, our wealth. And that might look like spending your money as best you can, but spending it the best you can doesn't just mean the cheapest dollar price. It doesn't just mean getting the most for the least. As we all know, because we've heard this before, that a dollar spent in your community is more likely to stay in your community and have more than a dollar's effect, rather than being spent at a big box store where most of the profits get funneled away to some corporate office somewhere far away. So I am pleading to you, because all that stuff back there isn't worth anything if we've got no community to minister in. So, yeah, I'll be blatant. I'll call out some places. Go buy a coffee from Aaron's instead of somewhere else. Go eat out somewhere more local instead of a fast food place in Moncton. Go to Zena's. Go to Pizza Mill. Go to the Pantry Food Hub to find something to make for supper. Go anywhere local, because you're supporting the people who live in your community, not just by supporting the business, but helping them to be able to pay employees. We've heard a lot about people having been laid off, businesses forcing to close for a while, and the governmental relief just, well, it isn't enough. So if I learn anything from back there, from books about the Bible and reading the Bible itself, loving your neighbor and being just and being good carers of the environment and showing good stewardship means spending well if you have it to spend. Sure, I tell you all to go out and eat. Not everyone can do that. But maybe if we think about the way in which we do things, the way in which we spend whatever money we have, the way in which we use our time and our energy, instead of just sitting around watching Netflix, maybe there's a better way to spend our time. Maybe there's some people that need some help. There's enough snow around to shovel, things like that. I'm asking this because I hear more and more this cry louder and more painfully. And I know that there are small business owners out there that want to be around after this lockdown, that want to be around to serve people, whether it be a good cup of coffee, whether it be a pizza, your lunch, your supper, or maybe just someone to talk to. Do that, because I think that's really important. I hope you hear this well. I hope you're all very well, and I hope to be able to talk to you soon. Bye for now.